Today's topic is arrays in C++. Array can be simply defined as collection of similar data type, which stores a fixed sized sequential collection of elements of the same data type. An array is used to store a collection of data, but it is often more useful to think of an array as a collection of variables of the same data type. A specific element in an array is accessed by an index. Declaring arrays. To declare an array in C++, the programmer specifies the type of the elements and the number of elements required by an array as follows. The syntax is shown. This is called a single dimension array. The array size must be an integer, constant greater than 0, and type can be any valid C++ data type. An example is shown. All array consist of contiguous memory locations. The lowest address corresponds to the first element and the highest address to the last element. An example is shown. Pause the video to look at the example. This slide shows the example and the index memory and address stored according to the example. Accessing array elements. An element is accessed by indexing the array name. This is done by placing the index of the element within square brackets after the name of the array. An example is shown. Pause the video to look over the example. This next slide shows how to declare an array and the simple program of addition of the numbers in the array and to display it. Program to print the sum of elements in a user-defined array. First, we declare the header file for C++. Then, we declare a main function in which we ask the user for the number of elements in the array. Then, we write a program for the sum of the numbers entered in the array. And then, we write a program to print the sum of numbers in the array. The output is shown. Linear array or one-dimensional array. A linear array is a list of finite number of elements stored in the memory. In a linear array, we can store only homogeneous data elements. Elements of the array form a sequence of linear lists that can have the same type of data. Each element of the array is referred by an index set, and the total number of elements in the array list is the length of an array. We can access all these elements with the help of the index set. One-dimensional array is used to represent and store data in the linear form. One-dimensional array, an array in which data is arranged linearly is only one dimension, is called one-dimensional array. Syntax and declaration of one-dimensional array is shown. Pause the video to look over it. Two-dimensional array. Two-dimensional array is where the data is stored in a list containing one-dimensional array. Syntax and declaration of two-dimensional array is shown. Pause the video to look over the syntax and the example. Multidimensional array. An array in which data is arranged in the form of array of arrays is called multidimensional array. An array can have as many dimensions as required. However, two-dimensional and three-dimensional arrays are commonly used. Syntax and declaration of multidimensional array is shown. Pause the video to look over the syntax and example.